Yeah.
Is that you that's splitting the back of this place? That it seems like the back of the laundromat has subleases going on.
I'm kind of hesitant to put a subtenant in there just because,
that would scare me.
If another spot, I know they've been talking about wanting to put in like a barber shop, and I just don't want to like handcuff us in case there's a vacancy that opens up in that center in the future. And
I own 7
drives by
strip malls myself, so I'm not giving you advice. I see that a lot where it's a small salon or, like you said, a barber shop, that kind of thing kind of works. Those guys will be happy to do month to month.
Yes.
Danny D'Angelo, the laundromat guy. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How are you?
Excellent. I am looking at a spot here. I'm hoping you can help me out. Maybe we'll get a lease going here.
What are you looking at? Is it
it's an existing
at the center I manage, or
Coin Laundry, and it has more to do with what I do than what they are or are not doing. You have a tenant there. You have an operation. I can't assume whether or not the landlord is running it, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm interested in these slots because my partner and I go in there and we scout them. We look into them. I mean, we pretend to be customers most of the time. And when we see underperforming locations, I want to reach out and see if and when we might be able to talk terms. Maybe it's next week, next month, next year. I've done this 36 times.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
And I have 36 pretty successful laundromats because I don't buy them. I don't build them. I'm not looking to put them in empty space or purchase someone's failure. And I must say, this is not a horrible laundry. I've seen much, much worse. They're in there keeping up with equipment as much as they can, etc. Surprisingly.
Yeah, so.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, Danny,
but
like our tenant, they have a long-term lease. It's coming up in a couple of years. They've expressed interest in extending the lease. They have an option at market rate. And so we're having conversations. In fact, they're trying to we're trying to negotiate with them so that they can sign a long-term lease this year, so that they can obtain financing to upgrade all their equipment in there.
Nice. Yeah, they're going to need that lease before they can do that. And exactly. I appreciate the information. Yeah. Let me be honest. I just do things a little different. When I go in there, I'm glad to hear that because that was my number one. They do need new equipment. You can't survive with kids games and arcade. It's not an arcade. They don't exist any longer. Everybody's got those in their pocket.
Right.
So
say we're due till.
Hello, anybody home? Think, McFly. Think.
At the end of the day, we just do things a little differently. It's not about epoxy floors or what color you paint the walls. Here's a weird thing I did want to say, though. Is that you that's splitting the back of this place? That it seems like the back of the laundromat has subleases going on. I've never seen that before.
When were you at the property?
Well, this is a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so we're making some alterations so that they can have storage back there, and potentially they would like to sublease it at some point, and we've kind of had conversations. I'm kind of hesitant to put a subtenant in there just because
that would scare me.
If another spot. If another spot opens up, and I know they've been talking about wanting to put in like a barber shop, and I just don't want to like handcuff us in case there's a vacancy that opens up in that center in the future. And
I own 7 strip malls myself, so I'm not giving you advice. I see that a lot where it's a small salon or, like you said, a barber shop. That kind of thing kind of works. Those guys will be happy to do month to month. But Yeah, listen, let me send you an email. And if something does change, or God forbid they can't get the equipment note, put us in second position, give me a call. I'll try to beat you up on the rent, and I'll CC my partner, Brent. What's your best email address? Got it the first time. All right, perfect. I'll fire you off a thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, Danny, what's the name of your group?
I don't really. I mean, it's my partner Brent and I. I don't really have a name. If there's no sign, this place will stay Mr. Honestly, if I took it over, I don't want to spend $500 to have that removed. I don't care. And you know what's funny? Yep. The customer doesn't care. Right. If you go to McDonald's, you get a shitty hamburger for a good price. You see the golden arches, it means something. No one cares about laundromat branding. They simply don't. The national chains will pretend they do. So my LLC here would be the address, and that's about it. I don't want to spend money. Now I do paint the stores the same color. I won't give away the secret. I have a thought process on that. But beyond that, you're in a clean, comfortable, air-conditioned environment, and you're getting your chores done. That's what laundromat operators forget. We're not.
Are you based out of?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Are you based out of Phoenix?
Yeah.
Your phone popped up as Phoenix.
No, that's my cell phone number. Yeah, I mean, I've got a ranch in Arizona. I've got 150 acres in Arizona. California, I'm trying to get out of there, and Arizona. Yeah. This is where my stores are located. So 3 states.
Do you have any in the area here?
Yeah, I'll put it in the email. You can have a look. Absolutely.
Yeah. Please. I know that myself and the landlord would be interested. And like I said, tenants under lease for a couple more years. Mm-hmm. But it's good to have your information. I have a file of interested parties.
And this is my cell phone number, Colin. So save it. Put Laundry Lunatic or whatever you want to put Danny D'Angelo on there. And at the end of the day, if you guys are jumping into another strip mall that has a laundry, let me know. I always want first right of refusal on the purchase of the building, because that's how I ended up with my strip malls. And there's little quirks that I'm looking for. And it's a great business if you do it right and you spend the money. I want to see these people succeed. I really do. I don't want them to fail. Yes. But when and if they do stumble, I want to be there to help pick up the pieces. Truly.
Well, good to know, Danny. Appreciate the call, and I'll be on the lookout for that email, and we'll stay in touch.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Call the guy. Well, it's only been 3 months, right?
Yeah.
And then he decides to pick up. Seems really interested, has questions, and I put in the bullet points here. You can put the long sentences in if you want. They have a few years remaining, which is a blink of an eye in a laundromat business, right? But you told me what you already knew, that they need a loan, that they're trying to renew. And that's really funny, because I just did a live on YouTube and someone asked me, hey, I'm thinking about buying this building. I want to bring in distributors and start pricing equipment. I was like, well, you're going to get screwed. They're not going to give you the real price if you're thinking about buying or thinking about leasing. The same way that the distributors aren't going to talk to this guy unless he has a lease. They don't want to talk to him about pricing when he's got 2 years on his lease. No way. You have no bargaining chip.
I don't blame him.
You're nobody. But he seemed very interested and intrigued, and I find that when they're not in a hurry to jump off the phone, or when they want to ask questions, that's always good. I'll happily step into the mentor role with these guys, and I mean it. Save my number, say whatever you want to say about it being and then where he's, you were right, they're trying to sublease the back of the place. Ooh, bad idea. Don't. And it also sounds like this landlord would actually bend over backward to do right by you if you were their tenant, and that's good. That's a good thing.
Right.
It's
flexible. They're willing to work with.
Yeah, that's good to know. I would say that it's a good landlord willing, to sublease the back for some kind of weird business. Like, oh God, sell your drugs out of there. Do what you got to do. Yeah.
Just pay me my rent.
And you heard, my client's biggest fear is always, they're going to want to know where my stores are. And I say, we're local. I'll send you an email. They don't look. He sounds like he's going to run out and start looking at them. He doesn't care.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.